Hello again. So, I realize that it will be quite hard to make videos about what I want to share, simply because when I start to talk, it just is so connected, and I need to figure out some sort of ways how to make my experiences and my opinions to make in a short videos. So I thought I would start about, okay, main question, if somebody would ask me, how did you got on this spiritual awakening journey? There is no such thing as how you got there. No one really led me that way. My life led me that way. My experiences led me that way. But there are many people who live their whole life and they don't get awakened simply because it's easier to live that way. As funny as it is, they say and they moan about their lives. They pity themselves. Oh, their life is so hard. This is bad. This is not good. But they understand deep down that changing something will be quite discomfortable. It will be hard. It will be big work. First of all, on themselves, because the biggest thing is everyone wants to change the world or surroundings around them, but to change something in your life, you have to start change yourself. And if you don't have a big reason to do that, you can float all your life on the ways how you always float. So I think this is the reason why so many people actually live average Joe life, because it's easier. My life has been pretty a big roller coaster so far, and I'm quite sure it will still gonna be that way. Maybe not that big roller coaster, because I have learned some things about myself, basically about myself, because it all starts in us. It all starts in our childhood. It all starts through our teenage years, and it carries on when we become responsible adults, because while we live with our parents, there are many things we can't change physically, and therefore quite often our mind and spiritual change is a little delayed as well. But when we become independent adults, it's nothing to do with our parents anymore. All the responsibility is on us. We and only we can change our life, how we live it, and what will gonna happen next. And there is nothing to do with monetary things or places and things like that. All experiences we get is people around us, and all of them come in our lives for a reason. Well, how they say, for a reason, season, for a lesson, for a blessing. So what I wanted to say, everything is connected in this life. Whatever happens with us, everything is connected. Either we want to admit it or not. Every single experience for us gives us a lesson, what we have to learn, and it's only up to us. Do we learn it? Do we understand it? Most of all, understanding what we were supposed to understand from everything, and how we are using it, and how we are educating ourselves with it. So therefore, when somebody is asking to you, do you believe in something? In God, Buddha, Jehovah, Allah, universe, fate, destiny, nothing? I know many people would say whichever, and there would be a big group of people who would say, no, if I don't see it, I don't believe in it, because there is no God, there is no nothing, simply because I don't see it. Well, what can I say? I will not gonna try to convince those people otherwise, because everyone should get to that point by themselves. No one can convince anyone. You have to go through certain life experiences to get to the point you know when you know. Because you really can't see it, but you can feel it. If you can't feel it, then you are still in a low vibrational dimension. What can I say? That's all I can say. You call it the way you want, God, Buddha, Allah, and everything else. Literally, it's a big, higher energy. Everything in this 3D world is made of energies. Everything. All the universe with all these planets. Every single person. Everything is energy. Trees, birds, animals, wind, everything, literally everything. And these energies are the ones who are affecting us, influencing us, and this is how we, how to say, we mix with them. Different energies affect our lives differently. So, talking about energies, now I start to go really, I have like already, I can feel I'm getting really far from the points, but talking about energies, there will be 3 things I will gonna talk about: astrology and energies, about tarot and energies, and energies in us, because we all, I mean humans, I'm not so educated about animals, but I'm pretty sure they could be the same way as we are. I don't know about lower species, but that's why there are even animal spirit cards, but because I think they have the same as us, feminine energy and masculine energy. Feminine energy is all about intuition, feelings, inner knowing, like how usually mothers are. They feel without knowing, they feel without doubting, they just know, because they have this inner feminine feeling. And we have masculine energy. That's the one what operates us on everyday life basis. We are going and doing, and if you are balanced enough person, your inner feminine and masculine energies are more or less like balanced. One is maybe stronger, one is weaker, but more or less on the same level. Those people who are not really going deep in understanding about themselves, that's how they can realize which energy is dominating in them, masculine or feminine. If you're a more intuitive person and you know what will gonna happen, you have this feeling that it will gonna happen this way and it happens this way, so your intuition is pretty on a high level, so feminine energy is quite dominant. But if you are just proper going and doing and doing and doing, and you are just like action person without sometimes even thinking, that's more of a masculine energy. I could be wrong in like small details, but that's like a main idea for those who maybe don't know anything about these things. So literally what I wanted to say, keep in mind what I just said about energies, because in the next topics I'm trying to keep these videos really short so they don't become like an hour long. People don't like to sit for an hour and listen to all that. I know from myself. I have done it, but that's because I'm really interested in that. But because you don't know yet what I will gonna talk about, so I will try to keep it a little shorter. So in the next video I will try to talk about energies, astrology and tarot, and we'll see how that will gonna go. So thank you for watching.